46, take one.
What's an emo?
Well, emo is a subculture. Fact.
It's a lifestyle, it's an attitude, it's the music, it's the hair.
An emo is someone who's just very emotional. Emo is short for emotional.
They speak their minds, they don't have any room for being fake.
Someone who feels things deeply and intensely, and they're usually negative.
It's the everything about oneself, which can be, I guess, on the theme of being a bit of a downer.
In 2016, the lines are blurred.
For all the people who don't feel like they can belong in a culture's already set up, here's a safe platform without being judged, you know. And if that means you should wear a bit of eyeliner, so be it.
Here we go, and action!
It's alright to give up, give up.
The film is super unique. I've never seen anything like it. I've never read a script like it before.
It was a very interesting idea when I first heard about it. I liked the contrast of, you know, emo and a musical.
The music in the script provides that satirical edge, because it's ridiculous to have an emo singing a musical theatre song. And hilarious and ridiculous.
There's two different distinct types of music in there. There's the little folk Christian songs with the little guitar, and then at the same time there's the emo, like heavy rock.
I had to learn guitar for this particular role. I'd never formally gotten lessons beforehand, which is it's kind of funny because we all have different musical backgrounds that don't actually suit our characters. For instance, I play and have played drums for about 6 years, and Ben Bennett, who plays the character of Jay, worst day ever's drummer, plays guitar to like expert level, and so we'll be on set and I'll be like, Ben, what's this part? And he's like, I don't know, man, what's this part? And so I'll be teaching him the drums, he'll be teaching me the guitar.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch other cast members have to learn instruments. Benson had to learn the guitar. But it was really cool to see how fast he picked it up, because when I was recording he came in and he'd been given a little guitar and he was just sort of dun 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 dun, and then the next week he came back and he was like dun 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 dun.
Ben has been helping me out with the guitar so much. He's just so talented musically. He could jump on the piano, bust out any tune you want to hear, get on the guitar. He's just musically talented that way. Whereas me, I could only play the piano. And I remember one day we were going to set and they started playing the music and it was completely different to what I had rehearsed. So I was freaking out. And I asked Ben to help me out with it, and he taught me the song start to finish in like 20 minutes. I've never learned a song so quickly in my life.
Getting radio mics by Ganai. He's a real champion. Ganai, do you want to just step forward for a minute so we can show off your fantastic beard? Now this is only not even a month in progress.
I like to come into a new shoot with a beard.
Yeah, totally.
So I get the respect that a beard deserves. And then when I'm comfortable with everyone, then I just shave it off
Shave
so they
it,
can all see
throw
my
everyone
face.
off, keep it fresh.
And people get to see how handsome my face is without the beard. So you get the best of both worlds.
Look, me personally, I love a beard, and I just won't be able to grow one because of genetics. So I get serious beard envy, especially for something like this.
That's why I always give Benson a little bit of chest hair.
Just there, makes me feel really manly.
See, that's not actually necessary, that fluffy. That's just
for self-esteem. Bastard.
When I was introduced to the script, I thought it was really cute because it was a musical, but it was also challenging because of the amount of cast and characters within the film. Even though there was just two groups of Christians and emos, it was actually quite challenging to work out how we were going to create this new contemporary version of emos. and don't assume that they're going to look like the original emos from the late 90s. I think our emos are a little bit more cuter.
So this is the wardrobe department. I'm Victoria Gridley. I'm the costume assistant under Andrew Infanti, who's our designer this time. So this is our lovely emo and Christian racks. So we put all our emos together, which are our darks and greys, and lots of stripe is happening in this. And then our Christians go into a lot of denim, a lot of blue, a lot of check, pattern on pattern. And then we've got our ladies as well. So again, a lot of Christian girls, and then we've got our teachers as well.
My name's Sky Davies and I'm the A-camera operator. I actually was involved in the short, so I knew kind of where we were going to with the feature, and I loved that the feature took it further. I love the C-plot between the characters Josh and Peter, and I love all the intricacies that he's brought into it, and the comedy is so clever and so smart, like there's nothing blatant about it, so I think it's a really intelligent script. I think the biggest challenges that we have is there's just so many characters. There's so many characters. We have 10 or 12 characters and they sing in different areas, and we've got to choreograph all that, and all of a sudden you've got all these extras. Sometimes it feels like you're herding cats, like you're trying to keep them all in and get them into the right position and keep their attention, because they're all, you know, very excited to be around each other as well. Working with Neil is fantastic because he's a very gentle, beautiful person, so it's really great to see his ideas, because he wrote the script, actually come to life.
Working with Neil has been great because he's up and coming, and he's got a lot of these new ideas, and the way he films things, it opens my mind every day I come to set and I watch him do things, and it's different to the way I've worked with other directors, in the way that he's always open to do something different, and he's always thinking of doing something a different way, and I love that.
It's been something very new for me because he's the writer and director, so you know, in his head he has a very clear image of who Ethan is, who everyone is. So trying to mould to become that, but also bringing, you know, my own edge to the character has not been challenging, but it's been hard, you know what I mean? You know, finding what he wants from me as well as bringing what I want to the character, that's been a really fun process.
He's so good at coming up to you, and he's very open to trying different things, and it's not a sort of a one-way direction. He's not just do this, it's sort of what do you think, this is what I think. We can meet somewhere in the middle, or we can try both, so he's just a very good director with actors.
This is like his baby, so he's very passionate about like everything being just perfect, but he's not like pushy. He works with us very well. He's good. He's really good.
Even though the movie is a satirical comedy, it still has a lot of serious themes.
It's very relatable, but it's also exaggerated and stylized, which I really like, because a lot of audiences, a lot of people will be able to pick out little things that are in there and be like, I relate to that, I get that, and just see it blown up on screen. It'll
take those things of today which are extremely serious and apply some comedy to them and just alleviate the stresses, you know? It's that's kind of the beauty of filmmaking and comedy.
Well, I guess all the characters in the film have these hardships that they have to face, and it kind of explores what most teenagers go through in a funny way of like just learning to just accept themselves and be able to express themselves freely without worrying about like what's okay and like what other people are going to think of you.
The thing that kind of differentiates this particular movie to, say, your high school musicals, your other teenage movies are it tackles head on the social issues of today, which is super interesting. It's got a sex theme, and self-discovery theme. It talks about racism. It talks about death, and you know the things you're not supposed to talk about with death. You know, suicide, but all with this twisted, dark undertone of comedy to it all. So it's twisted.